What's good, YouTube? I got another video for you guys today. In this video, I'm gonna show you guys how to do the step back spam. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna show you guys is the animations, right? So the first thing that you want in order to do this spam, you want to have Russell Westbrook moving crossover, right? The next thing that you're gonna want is you're gonna want moving step back Luka, and then you want moving spin basic. If you don't have these three, then you're not going to be able to do the spam that I'm about to show you guys. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the Brickleys. I know what you guys are probably thinking right now is, damn Frag, you're the reason why this game sucks, right? People doing glitchy ass spams, right? Hard to guard, kind of kills the game a little bit. But at the end of the day, people are already doing this move, alright? My channel is to help you guys learn all the different moves, okay? So, I'm going to show it to you. Doesn't mean you have to use it every time. Maybe you just, run this 5% of your times that you're in the park or in the stage or wherever you play, alright? Again, this channel is to educate people on how to do these moves. People have been doing these moves for a while already. But what if you're a beginner and you want to learn this, right? Kids probably see it all the time and they're like, damn, how the hell do I do this move? Well, here you go. I'm going to show you. Alright, so I have my controller cam on the left. Just make sure you guys, if you guys are visual learners, you can probably slow the video down. It'll probably help you as well, right? The first thing that you want to do is you want to get the spin back down, right? So you want to get this motion down. So in order to do the spin back, again, make sure you have the animations. If you don't, look at the beginning of the video. But what you want to do is you want to hold turbo, right? You want to hold your left stick up into a running motion, straight up, right? So if you're not holding your left stick straight up when you do this, you're not going to get the spin back. You're going to get some kind of other weird move, right? So first thing is, make sure you have your left stick going straight up like this, like you're going to do a run, right? So what you want to do, again, is hold R2, turbo, hold your left stick up, and then what you want to do is your right stick, you're going to flick diagonal to the top right, and then you're going to do a motion clockwise, right? So if you're thinking about a clock, think about, you're going to start at 1 p.m. and then you're going to end at about 6 o'clock, right? So it's kind of a lot to learn, but again, hold turbo, you're going to hold your left stick up, and then you're going to flick your right stick to the top right at 1 o'clock, and you're going to do a little, you're going to spin it clockwise till you get to 6 o'clock. And if you do it right, it'll look something like this. Okay? So that's the way I do it. There's a few other ways to do it, but that's been the easiest way for me to kind of learn this. Because at first, when I was playing around with this, I was like, man, this is actually kind of hard. But when I figured out, hey, I got to start at 1 and end at 12. I'm sorry, I got to start at, 1 and end at 6. It helped me. Alright? So make sure you guys get this down first. That's the first part of it, right? The second part is once you get this down, where you can do this pretty consistently, the next thing you're going to want to do is, as soon as you see the spin back, you see yourself doing the spin back, you're going to, you're going to keep holding turbo, and you're just going to flick your right stick straight down, right? And if you do it right, it'll look something like this. Right? So basically what this does is doing the basic spin back into a Luka step back. Okay? So this, right? Make sure you get that down. Again, if you're holding right trigger, you're going to hold your left stick straight up. You're going to flick your right stick to the top right, starting at about 1 o'clock, and then you're going to end at about 6 o'clock. And if you do it right, it'll look something like this. Right? And then again, when the animation plays out, you're going to flick straight down to get the Luka step back. Okay, so the last thing that you're gonna want to do is the crossover, right? And so the crossover is basically you're just gonna flick your right stick straight up, right? So it'll do that. Okay, so again, that's what the crossover looks like. So if you want to do the like full complete spam, it's basically, you do the step back, you do the Luka, and then you do the Russell crossover. So it's gonna take you a while to get it down, but basically, ball's in my right hand, I'm holding right trigger, I'm gonna run with my left stick. As I'm running, I'm gonna flick my right stick to the top right, starting at 1, going down to 6. I'm gonna do the Luka step back. I'm gonna flick my right stick down. You'll see me do the Luka, and then I'm gonna flick my right stick up, and then I'll do the Russell crossover, and then basically you just repeat that process if you want to spam it, right? After the Russell Westbrook cross happens, again, then you hold your left stick up, you do the spin back, and then you do the Luka, right? So it basically turns into a spam, right? So the full spam will look something like this. You see that? So that's the full spam. It's gonna take you bits and pieces to get it down, but trust me, it's actually not that bad. You gotta practice, this step back first, the spin back first, right? When you get the spin back, add the Luka to it, like I showed you. Then when you get the Luka down, then you add the crossover to it, right? And then you repeat the moves. And you can basically just do that over and over, and you really don't drain adrenaline. You probably only want to do it 2 or 3 times. And then obviously you're going to want to score, because you just can't just sit there in the game and just do the spin back, step back, crossover, spin back, step back, crossover. That's just going to be really annoying, right? So anyway, I'm here to educate. I'm not hating on the people that do these dribble spam moves. Like, I typically don't do it. I just do a few moves and score, get to the bucket. But I'm here to educate, help you guys out, learn these different types of moves. Because, this shit's pretty cool to some kids. So here I am, I'm showing you. Yeah, that's pretty much what you want to do, man, to do the spam. I know it sounds hard, but it's actually not that bad. Just practice those moves in phases like I showed you. Make sure you have those 3 animations equipped, or you're not going to be able to do it. And you're going to be out here spamming these boys, alright? Alright, man, with that being said, please like the video. Please subscribe. Please comment. I have another double behind the back move that I'm going to drop in a few days. So keep your eyes out for that. Until next time, boys, I'm out. Peace.